Alright, I don't know who's all heard of the Mica case. I'm sure a lot of you have. Things I have been wondering about this case is the fisherman that said he heard the gunshot, or he heard crying and then heard a gunshot, and then the crying stopped. But his story's changed like so many times. And then he said whenever he was going to go check, or I guess go be nosy or whatever, he saw some kayakers, or I don't know, like some other people on another boat. There was like 3 people. And he's asked them, he was like, hey, did y'all hear that? And they're like, yeah, a gunshot. And he's like, yeah. And they're like, yeah, we heard it. But where's those people at? And then his story's changed like several times. And I've had a feeling about this guy from like the first time I heard him speak. And everybody's like, oh, leave him alone, leave him alone. He ain't got nothing to do with it. He was just a witness or whatever. Why are they like saying, no, don't look over here, or you know how they do. But he later on says that he found her belongings, and it was in a fanny pack, and had her ID and I guess like some other stuff, and $500. So that means he literally took the stuff out of her bag, counted the money, and that $500 is odd too. And he's like, I didn't touch the money. Well, he left with the belongings, and he went to a gas station to go buy a lighter or something, which I don't know, that just don't make no sense. But then comes back in a different car, in a white car, and I guess he ends up running into a buddy of his that's out there or something. He's like, hey, Johnny, you walked right past the body and this and that and the other. Which, where is that guy that found the body? None of that makes sense. But I think I might have just found out where the $500 came from. But yeah, also, the 911 call. If you listen carefully, and you know that fisherman has a very distinctive voice and accent and everything. Like, if you listen, you can hear him in the background talking about grabbing one of her arms or doing something. Now, they said there was bruising on the body, on her hands and stuff, like defensive wounds. And what would line up to somebody forcing her. Which also, I know for a fact that females don't normally go out like that. And if she had all that lithium and everything from JP and her supposed mental illness that he claims, then she would have more than likely just did it that way. You know, I mean, it's less gruesome. But okay, so this is unconfirmed, y'all. It says, I believe she went to meet the lawyer and JP because JP sent her an email saying, let's meet soon and just do the divorce. So I believe he agreed to signing the divorce papers, and she got the firearm for protection, which that makes sense. Because she did say she was going to get one for protection. And if you look in the video at the gas station, you can see a white car, which could be either a white Honda, a white Dodge Charger, or it's a white car. And it's very odd the way it's in there and stuff. And then I believe it even pulls in somewhere close to her, and you can kind of tell, like, she notices the car, and she goes and she gets gas. Now, the guy that was working inside the gas station says she went out to use the bathroom. Now, how would he know if she went out and used the bathroom if the bathroom's outside? If she didn't go back in with the key or anything, there wasn't a bathroom key. So, and then I've seen like videos and pictures and stuff, there's no bathroom on that side. So it just don't make sense. Let's see. Okay, agreeing to just do the divorce. So I believe he agreed to signing the divorce papers, and she got the firearm for protection, and I believe she was going to pay for the lawyer to process it and be done. And of course, it didn't end that way. See why she had $500 cash? I believe he agreed, so nothing would come to light, but unfortunately she knew just way too much. Which also, a week, I think within that same week, she had just turned him into the IRS. There's just too many coincidences, you know? I mean, it just don't add up. You got to make it make sense. It says, I know she had just paid a lawyer, but I think she thought he would do it, and it was all a setup. Again, some of this was just a heard from everyone else's own thoughts, so this is not confirmed. This is the email. Okay, did JP send this email to Mica Miller? And then it says 5/6/24. Hey Mica, I hope you are doing well. I'm ready to be done and move on and heal and find a first lady who won't treat me the way you are. I really hope you do great things. I was willing to do anything. I even had the amazing desire to have kids since you're not on meds. And I want to apologize for the flowers and fruit. It was already paid for to last until your birthday. Feel free to give it all away. I sent that to you before I found out all the things that I have recently found out about you and what you've done. And you disgust me. So please, let's meet soon and be divorced and let this nightmare be over for me. Me. Notice that? Me. So please, let's meet soon and be divorced and let this nightmare be over. I'm enjoying all the Africa missions, and Pastor Jumba and all the pastors' wives are so excited for what we're doing. We expect 120 kids our first semester. I have about 10 to 12 people going this time, including Kristen and Tom Winslow and Becca and Jonathan, etc. And I need to move on ASAP. I need a woman who will respect me and love me and be worthy of all that being a first lady is about. Yeah, that definitely came from him. So yeah, I mean, it's just all about me, and throwing her dream that she created, up in her face and saying, haha, you're not going to be a part of this. Yeah, things have got to change, because, I mean, she's not the first incident, but hopefully she will be the last. This story is, like, so similar to my mom's that it's mind-blowing. But I really hope and pray that we get justice for Mica and that we get laws changed. And I guess I will come back on here and speak more about this case. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.